More problems for the RLL McLaren. Turn 4.
Yeah, this is tricky when you try to reverse back out of these runoff areas. Again, in the drivers' meeting this morning, they said try and keep it as far away from the apex. Don't reverse onto the racing line. Sometimes you're just stymied, you got nowhere to go, but not a comfortable position to be in as a driver when you're trying to get back into the action.
We talk about Sims stumbling there through the turn 1-2 chicane, and it was the 4 car having issues there with Tommy Milner behind the wheel.
Milner gets it righted side by side there for a moment. The pink and black Mercedes, that's the Windward Racing Championship leading Mercedes.
They have the biggest championship lead across all 4 classes. It sits at 171 points coming in this weekend. Not inconceivable that they could clinch, but conversely, they could also lose the championship.
In front of him.
This is where the GTP drivers earn their pay. You've got to look ahead, think ahead. Where can I use this traffic to my advantage? Where is it going to block me?
That's tight. That is super tight. Almost touching there at about 150 miles an hour.
That could have been a disaster for Blomqvist and the driver of the P2 car there, because it was the downhill.
Dive to the apex and mistimed it. Let's take a look from the onboard. Yeah, I think he just felt the pressure from the inside there. I think Cumming was taking advantage of George just kind of holding station there a little bit, just wanted to let Ferrari get through the corner and then tackle him going up the straightaway. But it all just went wrong in a heartbeat.
That they're going to be looking for points and not fighting for wins. They're going to try and take the same template that their sister car did last year on her way to a championship, just consistent points finishes, but this is not the start they needed. Yeah, and I know he's trying to get out of the way of the sister car there, but I think there may be more of an issue with this car. It looks like there may be...
You see a little debris on the outside of one. Somebody's mirror is out there, and it just shows you how close the racing has been. But we know from the get-go, it can't be too close. We've seen numerous penalties handed down for incident responsibility. The simple side of that is contact with another.
So let's go back to racing. Green flag flies, and let's see who's got the speed. Louis Delatraz in that black and white Dex Imaging Cadillac is the 4th car you see in shot. There's some movement here. This is where Estra's good. Van der Zande has a little bobble.
Look at this, Jack Aiken, who actually was the fastest qualifier here a couple of days ago, but had a technical infraction. He's made big moves from the back.
Just gone a little bit pear-shaped on them. Oh, so there's the start. Ellis down the inside. I think he was being squeezed a little bit. Then they come up the hill. Okay, that was a little bit late, and they're basically saying, well, you deserve to... I mean, he lost a position, so yeah, was he a bit aggressive in defending that line? But it didn't really cost Gamble anything, so...
So Barrichello gets back into the lead where he started this race. This has been a really encouraging opening stint for the 24-year-old Brazilian.
After he stepped out of the race seat,
oh, watch this, guys.
Like a sporting director for them.
Aiken is trapped. He's pinned to the inside as Estra looks to the inside. Is going to try to sneak it outside down the front straight.
What a move for the lead of the race. Kevin Estra, Porsche Penske Motorsport lead. That is
whatever position they're racing for, because they know they're going to give that up in the pit stop compared to other teams, especially those that decide not to change Michelin tires. But he's got fast drivers behind him like Danny Formal on that Lamborghini, who's staying within range.
A little bit hard to see, but you see Robert Wickens there. The hand controls on the wheel, they're really just buttons. It's brake by wire, throttle by wire, paddles on the back of the wheel. So
Ahead of the 93 as well.
terrific driving. That is teamwork right there. The essence of teamwork to put the 6 in 2nd place.
And for the 10 as well. Big gain there for the 10 car with that strategy. That incident is under review by race control.
Be interested to see what Romain Grosjean does in that Lamborghini. That team's best finish, 7th this year. He's in 6th right now as a big jump onto the front straightaway.
Ricky Taylor's on the gas once again, green at Indianapolis, bringing the Michelins up to temp as he heads toward turn 1. And now a challenge. Campbell getting challenged by Aiken to the right. Can the Cadillac do it? No, he's got to give way.
Swings back around, tries to do the crossover, but there's no real...
Like a golf ball hitting the cart path.
yeah, I never get lucky like that.
No.
My golf ball does end up where this Michelin tire ends up.
Bounds. That's like me hitting my slice into the parking lot.
Typically, though, mine go to the right. Watch this.
Nearly caught back up with the race car.
And Blomqvist, wow. It literally went right over it.
Savvy move on Blomqvist in Moss corner, and Hunter McElroy is opportunistic as well. Canada, meanwhile, up front, you saw what that traffic did to Tom Dillman's pursuit of Dane Cameron. Dane was able to get by the traffic in a more convenient section and was able to gap the Frenchman. And then there's another 2 seconds back to Benjamin Peterson, then Tom Blomqvist.
It's been a long, long run to get on the podium for that squad. And Sims all over Barnicoat down to the hairpin.
Sends it down to the inside. There's going to be contact. There's argy-bargy. Di Filippi has nowhere to go with it.
And they're all in the same boat. You guys were just talking about it. So nobody can sit and go, well, I'm going to let them fight because I've got fuel. None of these guys. If we can find the owner of that bright green mirror that's out there, it indicates it's a GTD mirror.
Yeah, I think it's the right side of the Conquest Racing machine.
Brian Hoy cleaning the grill, waiting on the fuel to pack in on that Corvette. Their teammate, Tommy Milner, had pitted directly behind. And the 48 car, trouble for the BMW. They're on fire.
Yeah, big problems there as he pulled.
And that's with Naveen Rao behind the wheel.
There you see those carbon fiber bits. Almost certainly, Calvin, I think the series is going to have to consider a yellow flag because of the chance for puncturing a tire.
We talked about that big move from Nazar from the second row of the grid on the inside line. He's now gotten around our pole sitter Renger van der Zandt. He's taken Porsche to the front. You called it, Townsend. He is a man to watch here today.
Look at all the debris. Top box. Caution is out. And understandably...
Side by side with Colin Brown as they hit the brakes on for turn 3. Now one of the Penske machines gets to the inside, and Goldberg, the championship leader in LMP2, is off the road.
And this is the second problem for Daniel Goldberg in the last 5 minutes. When they went out on the first pace lap, he spun coming out of turn 6 and now has had another problem, but he has contacted the wall. Rear wing seems to be missing off of the 22. Want to, and on the power right now, the 40. Jordan Taylor up front in the Cadillac.
There's Lauren Heinrich there looking racy behind, looking to get some energy into those tyres, those Michelins, as the sister Dex car comes through on the BMW. But it's always these restarts down into turn 3. The 93's getting racy.
This was the lap before. The picture up the way is where they crashed in the corner. This is the lap before it.
Yeah, so that continued for a hard lap here, and that just gets everyone fired up behind the wheel. Heinrich had another run there, and he just stuck to his gun, so to speak. So this is going to be a tough 7 car.
Did he run over it, or did it come from that car?
I think it was already there.
As we get ready to go back to racing.
Here we go.
Jack Aitken knows that Philip Eng and Ricky Taylor are right there willing to steal this victory away from him, and we've got just 12.5 minutes left.
Yeah, he's just trying to wrestle the power to the ground there with those Michelin tires. They've kind of cooled off a little bit as they...
Making a move on Sheldon Vanderlyn. Vanderlyn has a problem.
He does. He is slowed.
Looks like that's a reorder pit exit command from race control. The 25 has to drop behind the 40.
But look at this,
now
Nazar.
the Porsche gets him.
Jump at the opportunity.
Yeah, you got to pick the right spot on the racetrack, and Nazar kind of gets his elbows out a little bit. Van der Linde off and in the grass and drops to the tail end of this G.
Run going here for that 85 squad, JDC Miller Motorsports. That's the bright yellow Porsche. They got Porsche factory driver Neil Gianni been drafted in for this weekend alongside Tymon van der Helm. And Max Esterson did an awesome job during his opening stint here today. Had that car running up in the top 5.
Right, debut performance in IMSA.
That was great. The team has really learned a lot. They finally did a little bit of testing here about a month ago. Did a couple
Field.
Look at these cars weaving around, just trying to get those tires clean. And at the same time, you generate a little bit of tire temp. That's mainly about cleanup here, running around under yellow. Get a lot of marbling and pick up on the tires. Cameron is scorched off at the front of this pack. Just the cadence that you have to try and find here, and knowing where those GTD machines will give you a little bit of...
That would really backfire on you, so I think it's going to be another 5-10 minutes before we'll see anyone pull the trigger on that.
Talk about how cool it is. There's the WeatherTech weather, 61 degrees, kind of unseasonable. And I think a lot of it is the cloud cover that we see. The racetrack surface is not cold, but it's not warm either. It's 99 degrees. That holding some temperature, and that temperature helps create temperature and fine already. That could be a problem. Officials are going to look at it and think about this. Look at the jump that the BMW has gotten. We're going to find out real quickly if you're behaving or not, because if there's contact, the race officials have said we're going to jump on it.
Neil Verhagen picks up from where he